And we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd rather be front.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean-
to be completely honest with you, I don't care where I am. I've got a view nonetheless.
Hope everyone's had a good one today.
I have 2 days off. I'm happy.
Good
I
on that.
had an interesting day. I mean
Care to
that
share
in
with the
all of
class?
I was gonna say I mean that in all of the positive ways. Consort and I went to go see Fantastic Four. You will get no spoilers from me, but we enjoyed
Was it good at the least?
Oh, all I was gonna say is yeah, you will get no spoilers. You only get that it was good. I liked it. We liked it. People who have been waiting for something for a long time are probably going to be very happy about what they get. And then as we were walking around the mall that we hadn't been in years, we ran into my siblings and my stepmom that I also hadn't seen in years, and we were like,
Holy shit.
"Yo!" So that was great.
But yeah, do we want to
What
start
about
going around the
y'all?
horn?
Yes. Who would like to start?
I'll go. Hello, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media. But you can find me on various Good Beans D&D channels such as twitch.tv/fartingtart, where you can find me tomorrow for the conclusion or continuation of a one-shot run by one J Frost. You can also find me on that same channel every other Tuesday for Rascals and Ravnica, and come this fall, you can find us on every single Sunday for Campaign 2. As well as be sure to tune in at twitch.tv/punkyarddog for the next episode of Candlekeep this coming Tuesday. I do a lot of D&D, which is fine because I have literally nothing else to do. I pick Wiley.
Hello, you can find me at Wiley is Willy on Twitch. I play randomizers and games that I plan to play as randomizers like Subnautica. I'm getting there. I'm almost, I think, almost done. Just have to cure myself and get out of there. But yes, other than that, you can find me on Fighting Tarts channel every other Tuesday for Ravnica. Every Friday going into Saturday. And Sundays going into Mondays. For every other week, co-op Zelda with Helixux. And then on the off weeks, I guess whatever I feel like doing. I make music on YouTube and Ko-Fi. I have a Blue Sky. Commissions are open. All out is me. Zai, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi. When I'm not buried in schoolwork, you can find me at Zyme site at Twitch and Instagram and everywhere else, Blue Sky, YouTube, all that jazz at Zyme or Zyminess. Tuesdays, we are primarily, honestly, just going through levels at this point, like earning more levels in Final Fantasy X so that we can be strong enough to beat penance. We got a lot of work done this past Tuesday. Very happy about that. Um, Wednesdays, this coming Wednesday for sure, because I'm finally almost done with my final exam. We'll hop back into the seat for Onimusha 2 Hell Mode difficulty, which is basically like Dante Must Die for those of you familiar with Devil May Cry. It's tough. I might have soft locked, but mama didn't raise no bitch, so we're gonna figure it out. Friday. Fistful Friday, don't know what I'm playing yet. I might play more Chronicles of Mystara. Maybe see if Haza is free to play it because I know he has it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's me. I'm gonna send it to Bobert.
Greetings and salutations, friends. I'm Shadowlands Bob. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, so on and so forth. That's Shadowlands Bob. Maelstrom tomorrow. Ross, go.
Hello everyone, Twitch, Twitter, jfrost747. You can find me on Good Beans channels such as twitch.tv/fartingtart for, of course, the one-shot as previously mentioned for tomorrow. You can find me here every other Saturday for the Saved by the Spell campaign, and you can find me as well around other channels for both the ideas of Candlekeep Mysteries and hopefully for some other stuff. But that's it for me. Vaughn?
Chris needs to go.
Krista?
Forgotten by my own husband? Sadness? That's okay, I'll get over it. Hi everybody, I'm Krista, also known as Spoiled Chestnut. I do not exist, do not perceive me. I am not here. I'm a figment of your imagination, a mass hallucination. Yeah, Vaughn, go.
Hi, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Blue Sky and YouTube at BurnoutVaughn and over on Patreon at Burnout's Bar. There might be a stream tomorrow. I have no idea. I have to learn a system in a night, so I'll keep you posted. But aside from that, next week we will have hopefully the last episode of the Devil, episode 1 for No Love War Extra with Zako and Saris. So keep a lookout for that. But now that we got that all the way, it's time for us to play our lovely theme song.
Literally did a day trip to the beach, so like I just got back yesterday.
Good. Welcome back, Vaughn.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hello.
Just fine.
Good. You ready to emotionally traumatize people?
Probably.
Trauma
Wait,
dump.
wait, wait,
Trauma
wait.
dump. Trauma
Wait,
dump.
wait. No.
Hey, it's not your character. Stop being scared.
Sibling character?
So Iapis already knows Daedalus is fucked up from everything they've been through.
Hints? Wait. No.
This is really, like, I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to approach Sir, this is a Wendy's energy today.
I mean, it is what it is, but we'll find out, won't we? So, who would like to go over what happened last week? Or last time, I should say. I'll play some music while this is happening, and I'll use the... I think I'll just use the Southern Islands. Hopefully the music's on.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done a summer in a while, so I guess I could.
Then by all means, please.
Alright. So, after we finally managed with Kea and Kimi's tribe members to take out a sea serpent that had been basically harassing everyone in the surrounding islands for quite some time, we returned back to where they had set up camp, to the village to essentially clean it, cook it, and eat it. Endair kind of took the lead on that and helped guide his fellow cousins with cooking, and I decided to help out however I could. Although, truth be told, I also really wanted to help clean the weapons too, because they're cool. the huntresses are really cool. Kind of reminds me of home. But anyway, so meanwhile, unbeknownst to me, Daedalus was trying to get some help from Salus and Endair on how to tell someone that I'm just not that into you, and he's still working through that. Belky helped set up the fire and keep it stoked while we were all cooking and prepping food. And then after that, after a nice meal, as part of a speech, and Derek explained to us the importance of the heart of a creature that is consumed, and also taught us more of the, I guess, the cultural colloquialisms of his fellow tribesmen, so that way we would understand what these traditions meant to him and to them, which was really enlightening. And after that, as a thank you, the oh, wait, I forgot something. And a very important part of the heart was given to Goldblum, because Goldblum was the one who took out the sea serpent. After we had a hearty meal and acknowledged everyone's contribution in the hunt, we were shown to what's kind of like maybe a waterfall slash hot spring slash pond. I'm still trying to figure that out. Where we were told the waters were really nice, not too hot, not too cold, and to essentially make ourselves at home and check it out. A number of us chose to dive off the cliff. Lucy at first kind of wanted to wait on the shore, and so we went over to him. And that's when he kind of asked all of us how to approach this situation of, I'm kind of sort of just not that into you. He said some other stuff. That was about me. I don't really remember that. Right. But yeah, so then afterwards we went back to swimming. And just so happens, while Lucy was swimming, because he borrowed Endair's cape, because Lucy isn't very fond of swimming, he ended up finding like a hidden den behind the waterfall. And we explored the den, found a treasure chest, or specifically, Salus found the treasure chest, filled with a lot of items. We weren't sure who they belonged to, but we felt that it was important that Endair's cousins be able to decide what should happen with those items. And so we, after trying to look through some of the things, put them all back in the chest and brought them back to Keha and Kimi to, I guess, explore and go through. And they chose to give the items as they saw fit to the different members of our group, basically. Of note, we found something called the Journal of Kai, and we learned that was the person whose those belongings were. We learned a little bit more about the mysterious, I think like red and black robed individual who had hung out in that area and then after a few days left. And Keha did ask that we don't mention Kai's name to respect Kina's feelings, because there's a personal thing there. But yeah, Goldblum received some really cool scale mail that was, I believe, made from some of the serpent's parts, which was really awesome. And Endair ended up getting a new spear, which was also very cool. And we also found some spell scrolls and stuff too. I think the only thing of note was that the temple that robed individual wanted to investigate, that he had, I guess, hired Kai for, wasn't the bad one. It wasn't the no-no temple. And yeah, I think today we're gonna actually end up heading over to Endair's folks' place. At least I think so. I don't know how long it takes to get there.
Very good, Sai. Please mark down a inspiration upon your sheet if you do not have it already.
I should open up my sheet. That'd probably be important. Let me check. I have it marked.
but I think I did that for the D100 inspiration, just so that I wouldn't forget it, or the god dice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just write it down.
Oh, good. Oh, good. But yes, you all are currently being led out of the main Huntress's camp as to basically be brought towards the mainstay aisle. In fact, as the Huntresses kind of lead you to this small little, I wouldn't say dock, but it's more of like this landing zone. There's already a couple boats waiting for you. Nothing too major. Big enough to hold. At least each vessel can hold at least 2 of you. And considering the, number of you, you could equally disperse within each of the canoes.
Of
But-
note, were we able to get that map before we left? When they were divvying stuff out?
Are you referring to the map of that one area?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do
Sweet.
still have that map. It's crude, I will give credit, but it is still in your inventory.
Okay.
So, you are, of course, given a proper farewell as the Huntresses kind of return back to their encampment. The canoes each wait for you, and you all kind of pair up. Doesn't matter which group, who's with what. But you do begin to paddle. And Endair, you being more familiar with your own home territory, you have a much easier time knowing where to go, pointing out things to where each and every one of your friends are. And allow me to bring up something for the entirety of the party. Let's see. Don't need this. Okay, I've given this. I believe this is, yes. So, if my memory serves correctly, yeah, this would be it. Endair,
Yes.
I would like you to describe not your village, but the areas you're passing by as you are canoeing. I want you to describe the water, the sky, the vegetation, as you all are kind of going through some peninsula area.
So we're not in the ocean, but we're going through like rivers and things like that.
Mm-hmm. You're basically taking a. It's. How do I put it? You're heading down through one of the larger rivers that's going to take you practically to the cusp of, like, a small, what would be considered a bay area.
So the river winds like a sleeping serpent around the area. The water is crystal clear, although in some areas there is a slight jade green kind of feel, kind of look to it as it glistens. There's a narrow outcrop of stone as the group slips under in silence. It looks like it's part wood, part woven reed. It creaks only slightly as the group passes under it. There are towering mangrove trees that are clawed to the riverside with gnarled roots. Their tangled limbs casting a spider web shadow across the water. Shafts of sunlight pierce through their canopy, glistening in the ripples like shards of broken glass. You can see a number of silverfish darting beneath the surface here, and they are catching glimpses of light before vanishing into the waters below. The river is alive with sound. You hear crickets chirping like wooden drums in the brush. You hear tropical birds shrieking overhead in bursts of color and song. Every so often there's the distant bellow of something large and unseen echoing through the trees, reminding that you traveled not through untouched wilderness, but through a place older than some maps. Occasionally, the low-hanging vine would brush across your shoulders as the river narrowed. Somewhere off to the left, you think you might spot some kind of crocodilian shape slinking into water with barely a splash. The group passes by a number of stone pillars, half swallowed by stone and moss, jutting from the banks like broken fangs. Carvings barely visible, showing feline shapes and curling waves, signs of just how long ago this territory was settled. Now it stands somewhat forgotten, half drowned. Maybe something happened to that tribe, or perhaps that tribe folded in with another. The breeze would pick up as we narrow a wide bend, the river pointing off towards a large opening. The air is kissed by salt ever so slightly, given how far we are, given that we're not too far off from the ocean. In the distance, we can see the far off. We can see the large jutting mountains towards the, I believe, towards the other side of the island, showing just the sheer size of this island. Occasionally, across the treetops, you can hear rustling of animals. Again, you can hear more sounds, the sights, the smells. The fresh fruit grow amongst the trees. You're able to, occasionally, while you travel, you're able to find these massive pineapples, larger than anything that you might have seen in any kind of grocer or anything like that. They're vibrantly orange. The large spikes on the end still just as prickly as ever. The tops a burst of thick green foliage. This area tells a story if you sit and listen. But as we continue to head downriver, the jungle would break ever so slightly. There are bursts of area that are more brush and more jungle. Obviously, the deeper into the island you go, the thicker the jungle gets. But you can't help but take a moment and realize just how untouched this nature is, even though there are small groups of civilization scattered about. You can understand why these islands are so far away and why they're so remote. Occasionally, attached to various trees, you would find old bits of cloth, old old bits of cloth, seeming maybe they're some kind of markers, but across various trunks, there are markings. Occasionally, you don't catch them very often, but you have to be keen of eye to take note. You're not sure if they're marks from daggers or if they're marks from claws. but there seems to be some kind of variation or some kind of marks in some language that you don't understand. Maybe perhaps some kind of navigation, maybe some kind of directive to take you maybe to the next village, maybe to a proper hunting ground, or what have you. As you continue to travel, there's an occasional burst of movement, and you can likely see some kind of a feral hog or the like running through the woods, possibly chased by something. Who's to say? You can't see anything chasing it, but you're not 100% sure that there's nothing chasing it. Good enough of a description for you, Frost?
That was excellent. Thank you very much, my dear Bob. You all enjoy the scenic and honestly serene just visage that surrounds you all. Eventually, some time has passed. You all do manage to stop for a bit, probably after about 2 hours of canoeing down this mighty river, stopping by a little bit of a side where you all get to enjoy a little bit of a luncheon. Those of you with higher passive perceptions would notice the beautiful, lush life that dwells within this honestly fantastical island. In fact, those of you with passive perceptions that are well above are going to notice the birds just flying by, truly looking like birds of actual paradise. There's the soft hum of the wind within the trees, singing almost a natural melody. You do, of course, continue to move about, returning back to your vessels and continuing on a couple more hours. Heading down, eventually you find yourselves getting out of the river and entering this little entranceway that leads almost to this reopening of the sea once more. However, remembering your direction, remembering your way, you're all steered by Endair, who currently guides you past some jagged rocks out on the waters, making a turn, continuing down the coastline until you are greeted by something very familiar to you. Something you regard. It's home. It's a beautiful home. One that you haven't seen in a long time. But home nonetheless. And here, hopefully, the image should be available for all of you.
It's so pretty.
That looks real nice.
You can see tons of activity. You see small fishing vessels, kind of some docking, some ready to depart. You see a bit of work. You see all these different tabaxi just going about their day, enjoying little bits and pieces here and there. Some working on what appears to be some bits and bobs, setting up a little bit of a shop, or what could be a construed as a shop. You see laughter, you see children playing, the elderly enjoying having their feet touching the waters. Some buildings a little bit more larger than others, but it's honestly peaceful. Of course, you aren't unnoticed for very long because soon everyone starts to notice your vessels. The first, of course, being the fishing vessels that are making their way past you with faces of, I want to say, long unseen clansmen, just kind of just waving their paws at you. And then the children, of course, begin to kind of run along the shores, waving, laughing. Some, of course, regard you kindly, some a little warily. But eventually, you do manage to pull up upon the sandy beach of your home. And there, welcome home. You take a deep breath, and you're feeling that little rush of all the old memories you had here. You feel that little bit of nostalgia kind of lapping at your mind like a gentle wave. You remember the fun times you had, of how you would be teased by one of your friends, but they'd always stand beside you when others judged. You remember, of course, talking for hours on the driftwood dock, dreaming of the worlds beyond the reef. How one of childhood friend left the island once and came back quickly, too scared to stay away. Of course, just that happiness of how family, friends, community really holds.
There's a smile on Endair's face like none that probably anybody in the party has seen in quite a long time. As he pulls the hood of the Cloak of the Manta Ray back and he disembarks from the canoe, he allows everybody out of the canoe before he pulls it up onto shore. As he gives a little bit of a smile. Welcome to my home.
You didn't tell us you lived in paradise, Pussycat.
It makes you wonder why you sought to leave in the first place.
Right?
Wanderlust. Well, the main reason I left is for schooling. We don't have an arcane place to study here. The most that we had was bardic or nature magic.
Even so, man, like, fuck. You can't buy a vacation like this. I don't think I've ever seen a place this beautiful. I've seen a lot of places, man.
Well, thankfully you'll get to stay here for a little while.
Yeah, you know all these kids and folks?
A lot of them.
All right.
mean, in a village like this, everybody knows everybody. But some of the younger cubs I have little knowledge of. I've been away for 3 or 4 years at this point.
Well, get introducing. I want to meet people. I want to mingle. This is a vacation, right? Come on, let's go.
That's the thing. Probably, they've probably taken notice of us, and we're probably going to be having a welcome group in just a couple minutes.
As you say that, Endair,
Yes.
There is a very well built, almost like standing 6 foot tall tabaxi of female build, but honestly much more muscular, kind of like how you would see almost like a bodybuilder walking, carrying what could be basically what looks like a paddleboard with jagged shark teeth on the back, but instead of, showing displaced, like, how do I put it? Instead of being wary, they'd look at you intently. And this individual with tattoos showcasing the waves of fish, of birds, smiles. And of course, she smiles and calls out.
Is this just for my own? Is this Weiss?
No.
Hmm.
You hear. Cope Makale!
There's while it doesn't make much sense to everybody else, there's an instant recognition in Endair's eyes as he gives a big smile.
Endair,
Yes.
roll me a flat history.
Okie doke.
Just to see.
17.
17. It takes you a bit. The body is much different than what you remember. The tattoos, definitely new. But it hits you like a ton of bricks. That's a childhood friend of yours. One that shines like coral.
He seeing Shine, there's no hesitation. He runs up to her, even though he's a couple inches taller than her at the moment, and instant arms thrown around her. Shine! Oh, how it has been so long.
It is good to see you, little fast shadow. You have grown, though you look skinny. Have you not been eating well?
I most definitely have been. I've studied a lot, learned a lot, and done a lot in my travels. He motions towards the group. I even bring a group of my most trusted friends with me. He motions towards the group. They are like brothers and sisters.
And let me take a look. You all will see as this tabaxi female comes up to you all. Her fur, almost like a crisp, like autumn auburn, kind of just flowing. Apologies above game for the thunder that's happening in the background, but sets a good scene. There is this honestly just happy, calm personality. You watch as this female tabaxi walk with the weight of tradition in her bones. Like, you see a wisdom in her eyes that's deep for her age. And of course, she begins to look over each and every one of you. And she smiles and goes, You picked an oddball group. Not too dissimilar to how it was back home. It is good to see you.
Isn't it strange how the strangest collection always gathers itself to me?
I missed you, little paw. As she kind of just hugs you again, lifts you up, and goes, "Oh, Catch and Weiss will be glad to see you. Come. You all come with me. Here. Let's go. Let us take you. I will take you to your home."
I see the drums are out and about already.
Ah, there is always activity here in the village.
As the group is walking, he glances over towards her. How goes your training? No doubt you would have completed it already by now, correct?
That is correct. And she whips out this massive weapon of hers just right in front of you. This two-handed, like, how do I put it? I know the name of it, but it's kind of, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Leomano. Something like
Leoma.
that. Leomano. It's basically a shark tooth club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of those.
Yes. Big.
I imagine that this one is it's the much, much longer version.
Much longer. You would see that some of the teeth on there, it's shark teeth, but by God, do some of them look more. Honestly, you kind of have to do a double take at some of the teeth, because you're familiar with some of the sharks being large, but this is kind of just, some of these kind of make you do a double take as to just what maw they got taken out of.
Mm-hmm.
But she grins and goes, "My training has long been complete. I've been enjoying so much. A little bit here, a little bit there."
He turns to the rest of the group. This is Shines Like Coral. That's the rough translation, the rough common translation of her name. Most everybody just calls her Shine. Well, if you're close enough to her, you call her Shine.
We're about 10 feet back.
We-
Is that bad enough?
Say again?
We're about 10 feet back. Was that close enough?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Hey!
You see?
He walks over, wraps an arm around Daedalus, and starts leading him along. So the way that our naming scheme works is we have a tribal name, then we have a more literal name as to something about our physical characteristics, and then we usually have some kind of a nickname that goes along with it. He goes through and he explains Shines Like Coral's true name. You know, not true name in the sense of the magic, but her, tribal name. Then he explains that it translates to Shines Like Coral because of, how bright and happy she is. And then it translates again into Shine. And he goes through and he introduces each one of his friends to Shines Like Coral. And he gives a brief rundown of who they are, what they do, so on and so forth.
She greets you all respectfully with each, and to you, Goldblum, she's going to kind of look you up and down and go, "Big one."
Belky is looking at that. You said it's a cudgel with shark's teeth or a sword with
It
shark's
is
teeth?
a Here, I'll put the
The
name.
Maori weapon, right?
Yeah, it's a makua huito. I'm butchering that.
It's okay.
Here, but I will bring up an
Yeah.
image for you if you would
So
like.
sure. Belky's just like staring at the weapon as well as this big fuck off, bulky, muscular tabaxi, and goes, "Damn, Coral, that looks like that kills people."
Well, it's something. It's useful. I'm not going to lie.
What did you catch that had teeth like that? Those are some massive shark teeth. If they are shark teeth. Cripes.
Some of it is shark teeth, and the rest is kind of... And she kind of laughs and goes, well, it is what it is.
Shame you don't have any sea serpent teeth. And she gives Goldblum a big old thwack on the back and leans against him and gives a smirk. This one here killed a sea serpent at the other tribe we were at.
Warrior? And she kind of looks to you, Goldblum.
He can be.
Protector.
Why, Liz? Swear to God.
She smiles.
We ended up on the wrong side of the island, ended up on the Stone Claws side. Unfortunately, they haven't been doing very well as of late. But we helped them out a little bit.
She
Managed to take care of one of their problems, and they helped us get the way here. Hopefully we made a good impression.
She kind of blinks for a second and goes, you met with the Stone Claws.
Yeah, are guides staying with us, or wait, did any of the Stone Claws go with us on the?
No.
Just
You've been
Endair was
guided by
guiding us. Got it.
Endair.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought we had.
She kind of
escorts.
blinks with a little bit of surprise and goes, we haven't had contact with them in quite a bit. Then again, it's been a little problematic considering we haven't really sent our boats too far out in the waters.
Yeah, apparently a sea beast came too far inshore. He motions towards the scales of Goldblum's armor. We helped them finish it off.
Impressive. Most impressive. Always getting into trouble.
Oh, of course. Oh, I've gotten into so much trouble. You have no idea.
Oh, hopefully not too much trouble. Otherwise, you know who might have a few stern words for you. And she kind of smirks. And immediately she goes, you know, Nemune, she has been asking questions.
As soon as Shine says the word Nemune, Endair's face goes pale.
Friend of yours, pussycat?
Oh, even better. And
Wait.
she just immediately slaps Endair's back and goes, you'll have to meet her. But for right now.
Who's this?
What kind of questions? Like good questions, right?
Wait, is this your girlfriend you told us about? Oh, come on, you sly
Smirks
dog.
even harder. And
Come on.
there is just a hearty laughter coming out.
You have to introduce us now.
I don't
Oh,
think I've ever
this
seen
is going to
Endair
be good.
stutter.
Yeah, me neither. You know, he's quite the lady killer back at the college. He wins people over with his cooking, and yeah. Mr. Follows a Love God.
Oh, Nimone will have many a good story to be told.
I'm looking
Endair
forward to it.
visibly starts to shrink a little bit.
So, is she as big, tall, and buff as you are?
She looks you dead in the eye, Belky.
These are compliment style words. These are not like, you know.
You hear Endair mutter, bigger.
Bigger? Oh. Well, shit, I gotta see that. Listen, gotta love me some big muscle mommies. I want to meet this chick. If anyone can make Kitty Cat here curl up like a kitten, I have to meet them. I can't not meet them.
Hood
Oh.
slowly starts getting pulled up over his face.
Oh, don't worry. Hopefully she should be back from her hunts.
Oh, I
For
can't
right
wait.
now, I think it should be at least fair for us to let you get settled down. Allow me to take you back to Italians. He will be waiting for you. Once that, and more importantly, he should be very happy to see you back. Come now, little shadow.
There's a hesitation, but almost like some kind of invisible string attached the collar around his neck. He would start walking after her.
You know, this almost makes going through that ship and dying worth it.
You say that. Wait until she sees you.
Oh.
At this juncture, I will take it. I made peace with that. I made peace with this when I agreed to come in the first place. This is a bonus to me.
You all, of course, are led off by Shine, and eventually you do reach a hut that close enough to the water, a little further down, deeper into the village, but one that Endair you look at and you see has gotten a little bit bigger, a little bit more sturdier, a little older, but it's definitely expanded. And of course, she smirks and goes, I'll let you reminisce with him, you and your friends. I've got to get back. I need to go gather my troop. There is a little bit of patrol I need to finish up. And she gently pats you on the back. I'll talk to you in a little while, dear Shadow.
He gives a couple nods, giving her a little bit of a wave as he runs a hand across his muzzle as he takes a deep breath. Okay. All right, let's do this. And he would slowly lead the group into the hut. And there was... So as the door creaks open, there's the scent of salt air, old parchment, dried citrus peels, drafted out like the sign of a well-traveled soul. The inside was chaos, organized only in a way that a hurricane might know where it last left the feather it carried. Sunlight filtering through the woven reeds, dust motes dancing in golden shafts across a space that was crammed way too full of mismatched charm. Every surface is covered. Low wooden shelves sagged under the weight of journals, sketchbooks, half-whittled wooden trinkets, glass bottles stuffed with pressed flowers, fragments of coral bundles of string, dried herbs, feathers from birds that some of you don't even know the names for. A small driftwood totem leaning against a lantern that, looks like it hadn't been lit in weeks. Both a half buried beneath a mess of unwashed sea glass and stained parchment napkins covered in what looks like food notes and scrawled poetry. In one corner, there's a hammock rope knotted that hung low, stuffed with worn-out cushions and faded tapestries, clearly not used for sleeping, but instead to sit, lounge, read, eat, nap, so repeat, so on and so forth. There's a large floor mattress that was buried under an avalanche of blankets, mismatched pillows, and there was at least 3 different cloaks, each shedding some combination of fur or loose thread. A heavily loved plush squid peeked out from the pile, its stitched tentacles wrapped in around some kind of a stained teacup. There are shoes, some handmade, some half disassembled, scattered across the floor like relics from forgotten journeys. Beneath a leaning shelf, a pile of sketchbooks spilled onto a woven mat, many left open for half-finished drawings, ships, masks, cats in elaborate robes, strange fruit, quick-draw charcoal portraits of people that might be gone, they might not. Along one wall, there's a number of cooking instruments, tiny mortar and pestles, bundles of herb hung upside down, skewers of dried fish, and a wooden board with countless knife marks, suggesting that someone had once tried to turn a corner of the bedroom into a corner of the hut into some kind of a makeshift kitchen. The smell of spiced oil and something slightly burnt still clung to that side of the room, stubborn and permanent. There's a cracked mirror leaning against a basket full of tangled jewelry and fur brushes. Some necklaces of hand beads, others clearly keepsakes, and at least one was some kind of shoelace strung in carved shells. Despite the mess, everything in this room is chosen. Everything in this room tells a story. A broken fishnet lure wrapped in twine, some kind of a drawing up that looks like it was tucked behind a stone carving, a hand-woven mat too frayed to be useful but too loved to be discarded. There was a comfort inside of this clutter, a rhythm to the ruin, and it's not that it was a mess of laziness, but of momentum, of someone that lived in their own head, constantly dreaming, building, remembering, forgetting, creating again. And it looks like 2 to 3 different people live in this mess, as Endair just walks into the room like he paid no attention to any of the mess as he was looking around. Specifically, he's not looking high where where he would meet most of your eyes. He's looking low. He's looking towards the ground for something or someone. I'm back, he calls out.
What you looking for? Is there something like a dog or a pet around here?
No. I'm looking for, he glances over towards Belky. Kelly and Highwind.
Huh?
You hear soft footsteps kind of making their way from what appears from a little door towards the back. And someone kind of comes. You all see a munchkin cat, 3 foot, similar color scheme to that of your dear friend here. You notice that there's a bit of spectacles placed on their face, like circular specks, tiny, wearing what appears to be kind of like a tradesman outfit with a little bit of clothing that honestly reminds you all of back home, and goes, "Can I help you?"
Endair reaches back, pulls back the hood as he gives that warm smile. He immediately rushes over trips on some of the clutter, goes ass over tea kettle, tumbles a couple times as he rolls up onto his knees in front of this munchkin as he wraps his arms around this tabaxi in the tightest hug that probably anybody in the group has ever seen. As he hugs this tabaxi, he actually lifts them off of the ground for a moment as he buries his face into this tabaxi's shoulder.
The tabaxi kind of a little bit surprised at this, quickly puts their arms around you and goes, Copa Makalil. Welcome home. And gives you a big hug.
It takes a good 30 seconds to a minute for him to release this man. As still on the ground, he looks over towards the group. You would call him Talion Highwind. He's my dad.
Ah, that makes sense.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You just see Belky with like the biggest sparkly eyes at this tiny kitten man, and like she's trying not to say something that would be offensive, but you can tell from like her posture, the way that she's standing, she wants to hold the kitty. She wants to give him hugs and pets. Even though he is a person, he is still so fucking cute. Hi, it's nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you. Talion Highwind.
Sir, you are the cutest fucking person I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god.
Hey, you know how like some cats are able to do the little bit of that like cute upside down like number 3 smile?
Well, yes.
The
Like
colon 3.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Like, yeah.
This-
Yes. Yes.
yeah, that's what he's doing right now.
Oh, so he knows he's fucking cute. Okay.
Oh, this is weaponized cuteness at this point.
Oh, yeah, no, he's literally killing her with cuteness.
Cute aggression overtaking
Yes.
Belky. Might have
She's
to
like,
dip in
"I
the
can't!"
barbarian.
Well, she's like, I can't. That's so rude to just ask, can I hug you? I just met you. Oh my god, no! What am I gonna do? Ah! Internal screaming commencing.
Endair leans in to his father's ear and he whispers, "The redhead's a bard."
Ah. One of the trade, huh?
You too?
I was of the trade myself. Before I settled down, I'm still particularly dabble here and there, but I've become more of a sailor and tradesman.
I would love to sing with you sometime. Maybe, please? Possibly.
I'm pleased to see you are doing well, my dear son. Your friends are... And he kind of looks at them, at all of you. And he's just like, a different gaggle.
Gaggle is a good descriptor.
I'm familiar with you, as he kind of points to you, Salus. Tiefling.
Yep, that'd be.
You are of the fire spirit of Ganassi. Points to you, Belky.
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
Pointing to both Iapetus and Daedalus. Elvish. Two different elves. Not bad. Good compare and contrast.
Indeed.
In his head, Dale's going, probably the least racist thing he could have said to the omen of death that just walked into his house.
Points to Goldblum. Ah, Goliath. Welcome all of you, to my humble abode. I would have the missus greet you, but unfortunately, she is out on a hunt. Come, come. Make yourselves at home. Please, pull up some chairs, some cushions. I'll brew us a drink. And of course, your father waddles off into the kitchen to go and prepare some drink.
As soon as he's gone, Belky just grabs Endair by like his sleeve, pulls him in real close so she can whisper, "Oh my god! I know you told us that he was a tiny little man, but oh my fucking god! No! You can't do this to me! I'm gonna fucking die! You can't!" And she's just like shaking him. "You can't fucking do this to me! You didn't warn me! You didn't tell me enough ahead of time! This is not fair!
Suffer.
I fucking hate you! Okay. I need it's
Suffer for your sins.
okay. Is there even the remotest possibility I could just pet his head? Like, would that be like a death sentence socially here? Please tell me that won't like ruin me here.
You can always ask for consent.
Oh well, yeah. I'm not gonna just. You don't touch anybody without asking first. But that it's okay to ask. That's not like your mom's gonna come out and kill me. I'm not here to steal your dad. He's just fucking cute. Oh my god.
He doesn't answer that question.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I fucking hate you. Just like steps away from him, like trying to figure out what the fuck he's gonna do next.
He ends up getting up and wandering up. Just curious, Frost, is the chest anywhere around here?
You try to look for the chest, but it doesn't show up. At least anywhere within your eyesight.
It might be hidden under somewhere, or it might be with the other half. But he'll wander off. As he's walking, he's digging into his pouch and he's pulling out a chest of his own. The group can probably guess he's going to help his father with tea.
Fair enough.
While they're having their conversation about social graces, Salus is actually looking around the room, kind of taking in all of the quirks and oddities, like he's, for lack of a better term, like he's found something, like there's a new mural in his archaeological find. It's just kind of like taking in everything that's within and seeing this hoarder merchant living space combination.
You know, Salus, given how Endair lives at Strixhaven, this makes a lot of sense.
Kind of looks around. And he said, as he's just kind of taking in everything, he looks on over to you, Endair, and he goes, "Pardon me if this is a little off, but I'm guessing that if it wasn't for a potential fire hazard, you'd be living a little bit more like this at the dorm."
Yeah. Organized chaos is absolutely my aesthetic.
You know, that's a good way of putting it. Although, as we kind of looking around, while your father's taking care of something, I suppose I should ask, is there anything we should not mention regarding our trips and adventures, or anything that you've developed as a person just yet?
They pretty much know everything. Everything that we have done, I have been sending back not only letters, pictures, I have been sending back trophies, I have been sending back lot of gold.
So we can use any of your 3 names.
Yes.
Understood.
They know they know she exists, but they haven't met her yet.
Well, I suppose I'll leave the introduction to you on that one.
Actually, that brings up a point. Listen, you go by Endair, but that's not really like your friend, Shining Coral. Like, what is that supposed to translate to? Do you have like a different name here?
Yes.
Oh,
I literally told all of you that Endair isn't my real name.
yeah, that's fair. So, do you want us to call you that while you're here?
Call me whatever makes you feel comfortable. My tribal name is Kopa Makali'i.
Yeah, to save myself the embarrassment of getting it wrong, I'm just gonna stick with Pussycat.
What does that translate to? I heard Shining Coral mention it, but I think I missed the first part of it.
It basically breaks down into little fast shadow.
It's little. Noted.
That explains why she said that name too.
Largely when tabaxi are born, tabaxi are named largely after some kind of physical characteristic or some kind of characteristic of the location that they're born. Apparently, I was very small whenever I was born, and I was fast, I suppose. So, I was named Kopa Makali'i. You can just call me Kope if you like. You can call me Endair, Afira, anything that you want to call me.
Let's see. Hold on. So it's Kope Seed Malt, right? Does I get it?
No.
No.
Ko Pe Ma Ka Li E.
Kope Maka Lihi. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a little strange on the tongue. Gonna probably stick with Endair. Or
That
maybe,
works.
or maybe a little fast shadow if I'm really striving for something. Kind of looking
Can we-
around. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we tell that Endair giving us his actual name is a significant thing given what he has said before?
Up until this point, you have never heard of his actual name. You knew that Endair wasn't his real name,
Mm-hmm.
but anytime that he has brought up that fact, it was due to the fact that he worships a fae.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm asking. So, like, can we tell that this is something of significance that he's basically trusting us with his real name?
The fact that you are standing in his home, feet away from his father, is a significant sign that he trusts you.
Got you.
I think we earned most of the trust when we jumped into the fucking astral sea for him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Wasn't there, wouldn't know.
But I would say so.
Okay.
It kind of feels like his real name is kind of need to know, because he didn't tell his tribal name with the stone claws either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But now that you're here, and he was straight up called by his tribal name, he felt the need to explain it, so you all wouldn't be wondering what the hell is going on.
Got
Understood.
you. Okay.
So, I have a
Noted.
question for you. Yeah, I've got a question for you then, Pussycat.
What's that?
Would we have different names? As like a part of the community kind of thing?
He walks over
Mm-hmm.
and he wraps an arm around Belky's shoulder and around Salus's shoulder, and he gently pulls you both in so close.
Mm-hmm. She'll bump heads with him.
Depends on if you marry me or not.
Why am I here?
I see. Well, you're gonna have to talk to my dad about that. And your god might be a fae, but have you ever dealt with an archdevil?
Yes.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah, we
I
met him.
suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
I
But
shared
still,
I shared a roof with one.
I might be having a brain fart. What the fuck are you talking about?
Unky.
Oh yeah, we all shared the roof with him.
Yeah.
He's not an archdevil though.
No, but he is the Forge Master of Hell.
Yeah. I mean,
We
he's
all-
got power. Don't get me wrong, but he's not an archdevil.
We all also did admittedly hang with your dad at the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That did
But-
happen.
You just didn't party hard.
yeah, that's partying with dad. But like, if you ask, hey, can I marry your only kid that's not fucking psychopathic? He might not be so cool with it.
I mean, you asked a question if you would get tribal names, and if you were to join the tribe, it makes sense that you would be awarded a tribal name.
Fair enough. That was not the answer I expected.
I mean, it seems like your dad probably would be really chill with it, truth be told, Belky.
Oh, I have no fucking idea. I've never had a serious relationship, like, ever. So, if I sent him a message with sending and said, "Hey, Dad, I'm getting married," he'd probably lose his shit and try and teleport here. It wouldn't work because we're in a different fucking plane of existence, but he might try.
I'm just gonna step in considering the Thunder's giving me a perfect fucking,
Oh no.
backdrop.
Frost, please.
This is not canonical.
Sure.
However, you can just hear the rumbling of thunder above you and a voice from the heavens screaming, "Fatherless behavior!
Jesus Christ. You're not here, Dad!
I'm not your dad.
Oh, well, fuck you then.
I'm not filling that hole in your heart."
Or other holes in places.
Hey, Belky, please take 100 points of damage.
Shut the fuck up! You said this was not canon, so there you go.
Yeah. But
It's cute
Go on.
damage.
no, it's psycho damage.
Oh, I just thought Endair's dad was gonna come back and she was gonna take
Oh,
cute
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, no, Endair's dad comes back with a piping hot kettle and, of course, a couple things of, cups and just goes, "I have tea."
Oh, thank you.
He glances over towards Belky. Besides, it's not Dad that you're going to have to worry about.
I guess. I wasn't worried about your dad. And she looks at Endair's dad after the chat that they've had. And she you see her walk over to him and then try and see if you see the cogs going in her brain. Like, should I kneel down to his level? Or should I squat? Should I? And then she just stands there awkwardly. Mr. Highwind, do you mind terribly if I give you some scritches behind the ears? You You really are like the cutest little fella that I've ever fucking seen. Would that be okay?
He kind of gives the pondering, like thinking about it face, and he goes,
Mm-hmm.
"All right, I'll let you do it. Yeah, right here,
She's actually not bad at it.
right here."
You see Belky, like, her hands go up to her face and she gives a little squeal, and she'll kneel down, like, on her knees near him, and then give him the good ear scritches like I give Titan and Pixie that makes their toes curl.
Hey, Belky.
Yeah.
You hear the cutest little meow.
You hear a squeal come out of Belky. Not a loud one, just a...
Hey, Endair.
Hmm?
This is your dad. Please roll insight.
Whoa! That lightning looked bad.
Oh boy, let me grab my my sheet.
Also, Endair, you don't need to roll for this one, but you can tell this man could ask Belky for fucking anything right now, and she'd probably give it to him.
I will let you have the advantage. I'll let you take that natural 20, considering it's your dad. Your father played that up. That man absolutely fell into the old bardic role just for that one bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not saying anything. He's just giving off a happy little mew.
Yeah, no, she is in fucking heaven right now. And she stops after a minute, but yeah, she's still like knelt down at his level. It's like, thank you. Oh,
You're
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sorry, go ahead.
Behind Belky, there's a smirk from Endair as he's pouring cups of tea.
I have never seen a short tabaxi like you before, like ever. Is it like a rare thing, or is that normal around? Are most of the guys that small?
Not all of us. Well, there's a few here and there, but I'm more of an outlier, I should say.
So you would probably be kind of famous if you came to our plane of existence, just for looks alone. A little tiny merchant cat who I'm assuming sing because you're a bard.
Yeah.
Storyteller.
To a degree.
Yeah. God, you'd be famous.
Can I ask something?
By all means.
Telling me curious. Endair here has quite the knack for the culinary arts. Does he get that from you?
I'd say a little bit from me and a little bit from his mother.
Column A, column B kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It always depends, honestly, on how preparations are done, but equal parts in this household. Of course, and then you watch as Italian kind of just, he goes over to this little rocking chair and he just hops up on it as he begins to rock back and forth, sipping his tea. I'm glad to see you're back home, son.
He gives a bit of a smile. You have no idea how happy I am to be back. The stress at school has been getting a little bit high.
He nods. Understandable. You are always welcome to come back home when you need.
So, honestly, this probably looks like the best place to detox. Just kind of looks around at the island. Your homeland is, may I say, quite beautiful.
It is. It's honestly a little slice of the heavenly plains placed upon this realm of existence. I enjoy it quite nicely.
When we saw it, I told your boy that you can't buy a vacation like this. I'm sure there are kings that wouldn't be able to give their fortune for a week in a place like this.
We've had plenty of traveler come by.
Oh,
Always
sure.
enjoy a bit. Plenty of people who give good trade or coin, depending upon which.
Mm-hmm.
But none so grand. Mm, Except one fellow, but we didn't deal with them much.
Yeah?
hmm I wasn't too keen on it. I didn't bother too much. Had a retinue with them. One person just gave a list to me for some supplies for a trip, and I happily obliged.
Let me
That's
guess. Red robe, gold mask.
Kind of looks up to you and goes, "Not sure. Maybe. I never saw the individual in question, just a messenger that requested it, and of course, barter and trade."
Apparently,
just
the stone claws over to the east of here have been having had some interactions a while back. Somebody was interested in the ruins around the island. Wore red robes and a gold mask.
He nods. I do remember hearing about that. From what I could tell, though, it wasn't towards the Forbidden Ruins, more like one of the ziggurats nearby.
Love to take a look at some of them ziggurats one of these days. But we are going to be here for a bit, so it ain't going to be anytime soon, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, by all means.
Sully here is a really good archaeologist. Fuck. Can't words. Sorry. Just cuteness overload. Yeah, Sully is really good at those kinds of things. I'm sure if I know there's one that we can't go to, we're not interested. Like ones
I
that you
hope
would
not.
recommend?
Let's see. There's the old collapsed ruins down towards the south. No, not the south. More towards the eastern beaches. Of course, if you go more to the northwest, you'll find one of the ziggurats. And I believe that one's of the coiling serpent, if I remember.
Ooh, ominous name.
Yeah, I mean, the architecture is more towards serpentine, so.
Oh, architecture. Understood.
Beautiful water flow coming from it. It still has an aqueduct that works.
Aqueducts?
If there's snakes, is there anything with like wolf motifs? And then she'll look over at Iapetus. Huh? Something, maybe.
Wolf? Not that I know of. If there is one, either we haven't found it yet, or it doesn't exist. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is.
Iapetus had been like slightly walking around the space while if the tea had been passed out, like sipping the tea and doing that thing you do when like you've been invited over to a friend's house and you've never been to their room before, and they let you into their room, and so like you're looking at things and I guess trying to like pick up on just what it was like for them to be a kid almost. Because you don't get to see their room. It's like, I want to look and I'm curious, but I don't want to touch anything because I don't want to get in trouble.
With the amount of organized chaos around here, you can't exactly walk around the house without touching something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite a bit.
Endair seems completely comfortable with you lot walking around and everything like that, and he ends up just crouching down and at a certain spot and just enjoying himself. He ends up pulling like a box over and sitting down on it.
So, I got a question for you, sir. How much has our dear pussycat told you about the college and his exploits?
Let's see. A bit here and there. I get updates. Anything interesting happening?
She looks at Endair and gives a wicked little smirk. Oh, just didn't know if you noticed the bell he's wearing.
Cute bell.
Yeah, pussycat. You know it's a funny story. Why don't you go ahead and tell your dad how you got the bell?
He makes a head tilt towards Salus. It was a gift. Sly smile.
That's true. Seemed to be a real helper, that bell. Also seems to fit his aesthetic.
There's
Oh,
a
that's not
bit
the
of
whole
a-
story. Come on.
There's a bit of a smirk on Talion's face. And of course, he just kind of laughs and goes, I am sure that you have played many a good joke on your friend.
You know, I think it was more than just a simple joke. He tilts his head just a little bit. You see, this one decided to sneak into my sleeping quarters in the dead of night and slip a collar around my neck, unbeknownst to me. He smiles just a little bit wider.
It's true. It was a little bit of a payback because I'm of our little friend group. I'm the one who's supposed to be sneaking away and skulking about, and yet this one was doing it all the damn time. Now that I'm learning what I have about your name, that makes even more sense to me.
Yeah, kind of does, yeah.
That is my dear boy.
I imagine you had plenty of times when he was growing up where he would just slip out and away from vigilant eyes.
He kind of smirks a bit and he goes, I'll be polite and save some of those stories for later. In fact, as he kind of sips his tea, I do believe in 3, 2, 1, you all hear a deep voice yell, Heads up! Well, heads up! And where one of the windows is open, you see a boar's body get shoved in, still alive, hog-tied at the legs, just wriggling and wailing. Its snout is tied down.
One moment here. Let's see. One moment. It's important.
As you're rolling for that,
I get crushed by the boar.
I mean, if you want to take that hit, okay. For joke, I would say please take 10 joke damage.
No, my funny bone.
Oh no.
Data just see like a giant boar. He's just going to tap the boar and then lift it up with levitate.
You will hear outside heavy footsteps, the door opening, having to duck down a bit, and then entering. You see an 8'4" tabaxi. Ripped.
Endair's face is pale again.
This tabaxi has leather armor, carrying a what can only be described as this wicked-looking hunting spear, and kind of like, like one of those throwing tied-down balls that you would toss at somebody to, like, ensnare them on
Bolas?
their side. I forget what they're called.
Bolos. Like,
Bolo.
Thank you. Tattoos on either side, tribal markings. This tabaxi similar in that of the coloring of Endair, and goes, "Husband, I bring us home great trophy." And she looks at all of you and goes, "Oh, we have guests."
About that moment, Endair slowly stands up. Reaching up, he pulls the hood from his shawl as he grabs his spear and he walks over towards her. And while he's walking mid step, mid crossing, Endair fades and Aphira takes stage as Aphira stands in front of Nimune, spear in hand, almost like she's unsure, almost like Aphira is unsure if there's going to be a hug or there's going to be a fight.
Namune looks down at you, kind of squinting a bit, and grabs you immediately by kind of like the little tuft of your neck, lifting you up. And begins to sniff and go, "Outlander, but familiar."
Hello, mother.
And
And the moment that Nimune just grabs Aphira by the neck, this is the tabaxi that has stood face to face with a vampire, a kraken, and pretty much everything that you can meet, and has had no fear. The moment that she is grabbed by the scruff of the neck and lifted off the ground, you can almost feel her soul leaving her body.
there is a brief moment where you kind of have that bit of fear enter your heart. And then Namune kind of slings you around, slingshot, and immediately catches you, holding you like someone would a barrel or a cask of ale, and go, "Our child returns! Good!" And looks to the rest of me and goes, "Who are they?"
You see a very small wave from Bilky.
Gale's still just holding the boar.
Iapetus is straightened up a bit more. Endair told her things about his mother. She is straightened up a bit more and does not look timid at all.
She comes up and, "Aphira, you are dropped, but not hard dropped. It's like a soft drop." As she immediately goes and picks the boar out, being levitated,
You drop that.
and looks.
He just looks up to you. You drop that as he just hands it off, then lets the spell end, and he goes back to having to wait.
"Oh, it's fine. A little floor never hurt anybody."
It hurts Alice.
As
Looks
It
down at Salus.
Salus gets up, straightens themselves out, and the loudest combination of bones cracking. Oh, it's alright. I caught it.
"Hey, Salus.
Alright.
This 8'4" tabaxi woman kneels down to get a better look at you.
Howdy, ma'am.
Tiefling. I have met one of your kind before.
Oh. We've been known to get around, I suppose. Recently?
Many days ago. What? A few years back was a traveler? Yes, who was it again? The Corsair. Ah, yes, Corsair. Had a good trade. Good finds. Couldn't hold their drink.
Seems to have a fair bit in common with this other tiefling.
No. You are much different. You are of the more grayer variety. This one was more albino.
Oh. Noted.
Also did not have your hair. In fact, did not have hair at all. More just horns. 2 sets.
2 sets.
Yes.
That's certainly odd amongst other tabaxi. I don't think I've ever seen another tabaxi tieflings. I don't think I've ever seen another tiefling with 2 sets.
Boasted quite nicely of it. Lost that boast after failing to beat us in drink. And just immediately kind of like... You watch as she plants the spear into the floor. And she actually, like, grabs you by the shoulders to get a better look at you. Whoa! These are strong hands. Like, Silas, you felt Goldblum's hands, like, grip you. This feels like you're being gripped by 2.5 Goldblums.
Oh, wow, that is a grip. Very impressive.
And she looks you over. You are dexterous.
Yes, ma'am.
You would fetch a good dowry. And she immediately pats you on the head.
Excalibur faces?
I told him the same thing.
I've been told, yeah.
She immediately turns to Goldblum and looks at Goldblum, actually looking down at Goldblum a bit. You are big. Strong build. I see no weapon on you, though, but you have armor. How do you fight?
I make my weapon.
Make? As she kind of arches an eyebrow.
Shall I demonstrate?
She nods.
And he's gonna burn his other wild shape. Now he has 0. And he will make, what do I usually make? I guess
You had a
battle
long
axe.
rest, dude.
Yeah, you got a long rest.
Ah, I missed that. Either way, he'll wild third.
Battle axe.
He'll go with, I guess, onyx because it looks, I don't know, probably the most resilient, battle-ready, hardened.
She will take one look at you and go, very nice dowry.
So you hear Belky snort when she hears that.
I love that she bases the quality in in comparison to a dowry. She's amazing.
She then turns to you, Daedalus.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And she actually has to kind of get down on one knee to take a proper look at you.
Oh, I thought she was gonna lift me like she did Salus.
Oh no! Don't worry.
Wait,
We'll get
I
to
thought
that.
Daedalus is tall.
No, we just established Belky's short. Daedalus.
Yeah,
Daedalus
you're
is
just
talking-
small.
I'm 5'8".
Yeah, I thought
Daedalus-
she was talking to Daedalus, so she's
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to Belky now?
No, she's talking to Daedalus. She's
thought he was
8'4".
Yeah, but I thought Daedalus was tall.
5'8".
Oh shit, you're only like 3 inches taller than Belky.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. I thought he was like 6 foot. Okay, never mind.
She is looking at you up and down.
Athira takes a couple steps forward. This one wields arcane magic. Very, very smart, very wise.
You do not practition the darker arts, do you?
No, just stuff like this. And I'm going to assume, even though she's about 8 foot tall, she weighs slightly less than 400 pounds. Would that be a reasonable estimate there, J Frost, real quick?
Do you want the honest truth on what she weighs?
I
8
wanna
foot
say,
tall of pure muscle, dude.
Yeah, I know, but that
325 pounds of
Oh.
pure muscle.
Then Daedalus
me just-
effortlessly lifts her into the air with his mage arms going under her armpits like she's been doing everyone else.
Oh lord,
This man is about to die.
Hey, Daedalus.
Out immediately.
Oh no.
As you're being lifted, her legs immediately grab onto your waist and lift you up. Like,
So good news, yeah. If she is about the size of, or like 8 foot tall, and like roughly built like an actual factual tiger, yeah, she'll weigh in just under 400 pounds. So he could lift her.
yeah. And she's lifting him while he's lifting her. You are being lifted by your waist with her legs.
Oh no.
Daedalus is just like...
Man.
Daedalus is just gone like limp. He's not fighting it. He made his point.
Congratulations, Daedalus. You have figured out a way to fly.
Yeah, but it only works for 10
Well,
And
minutes.
before the helicopter noises.
But then you'll
Please
just
don't let
slowly...
my
Put
brother
me
find-
down.
If you let me go, because I put you down now, you will crush me.
I will make sure not to crush you as I fall.
Alright,
Belky's just
Daedalus will just
chuckling
slowly ease
in the
them
back.
down with using the mage arms.
She is going to release you. She's then going to pick you up by the waist with her hands and kind of start slowly rotating you.
Belky,
Rotated idiot.
Yeah.
Belky, Endair is Athira is standing about 5 feet behind Nimune, but he touch jazz hands at her, almost as though to say, "Do you understand now?"
Yeah, she's like she's trying to hide it a little bit, but she's chuckling at this nonsense that Daedalus has brought upon himself.
You are being like a bowl in a microwave being like rotated.
Rotisserie Daedalus.
Yeah, no, he's got like a visible like a neutral face, just letting it happen. But above game, this is what I feel is in his head.
And then she puts you down gently and she goes, "This one would fetch quite well for a forbidden dowry."
I'm sorry. What's a forbidden dowry?
It is a dowry given for a fruit that is forbidden. And she kind of she immediately walks over to you, Belky, and this woman is towering.
Hello, ma'am. Just like this I am a feared and possibly aroused kind of smile.
She pats you gently on the head.
So since she's a fire genasi, even though her hair isn't actual fire, it moves kind of like fire. Scaroused. Yes, exactly. So when she pats, the hair kind of like licks her hands like a flame would, but she's warmer than a normal human being, but she's not hot to the touch.
You would keep your mate warm on a cold night.
Probably. It comes with the territory. It is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. Your child has not done you enough service.
Endair looks like he was going to say something when Nimune mentions that Belky would keep her mate warm in bed, but he immediately shuts his mouth.
Belky is also not mentioning the cuddle session they had the one night.
She comes up immediately to you, Iapetus. And she kind of picks you up and looks over you.
Iapetus makes eye contact, keeps it.
Hello, I'm Iapetus.
And if Nimune does the sniff thing that Keha and Kimi did, Iapetus will do it too.
No, she ain't. She ain't sniffing you. In fact, as you kind of say it in that tone, she immediately goes and looks at her husband and goes, "This one reminds me of you."
Really?
And there is that same little, double dot 3 face that Talion kind of makes and goes, "Aw, you're sweet, honey." And she kind of pets you like how a person would pet a cat on the head, Iapetus.
Very confused as to how she somehow got treated almost the same as her brother, and she's taller.
And just puts you back down and immediately looks back to you. Afira.
She's the huntress of our group.
I'm glad to see you are home and are in good company, little shadow.
She gives a little bit of a smile. I'm happy to be back. I trust that you've gotten all of the trinkets and trophies that I've been sending.
I have. And I trust you have remembered the greatest lesson that I have ever taught.
Above game, what is that lesson?
Endair,
Yeah?
I want you to make a history check.
Oh boy. History? That's a 17.
Excellent. You will be making a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, good.
In fact, please roll me a dexterity saving throw right now.
As soon as she says that, Endair starts to bring up, Fira starts to bring up her spear as she rolls a nat 20. 22.
Perfect. You bring up your spear, but you remember exactly how it goes as she grabs her spear and immediately whips it low for your legs. And you block it, and she goes, "Always sweep low."
Put them on their ass, and then drive the spear into their heart.
That is my child. And as she kind of plunges the spear back into the floor, with Talion kind of going, Afira, she bear hugs you.
Aww.
And it is just as it was last time. Way too much strength. In fact, it feels a lot stronger. Unnaturally stronger. Why is your mother stronger than what you last remember?
Hey, Frost.
Yeah?
Afira puts her spear into the floor beside Nimune's, Can I roll athletics, given that I am empowered by the gauntlets of ogre power, and try to prove my strength to my own mother?
Oh, by all means. I just need to do a quick thing here, considering. I just need to check something here.
Ability check or a saving throw. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to first off burn a point of my armor of magical strength. I am additionally going to burn my flash of genius.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to roll athletics. Just to this is Afira's first time presenting herself to Nemone. She has to show that she is stronger than when Endair left. So this will be going with a plus 10.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
18.
Didn't you give yourself advantage?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll burn the inspiration. This is important. I can only give myself inspiration because of the that. So I will burn the inspiration and roll again.
All right.
24.
Let me roll for her. All right, with modifier
plus any kind of equipment that she has. She's going to beat me probably, but this is just
she only beats you by, let's see, she only beats you by 1. She didn't roll high, but just barely enough, as you are able to put up a good resistance, and she actually has to put a little bit more oomph into it, as Nimone kind of, the hug gets tighter and tighter, and you're fighting it almost like you're fighting an anaconda or a giant constrictor, and you're putting up a good resistance. It's just at that last hurdle that she kind of immediately lowers like her arms to the small of your back to be able to start squeezing, as you can feel the contest is, and she laughs. You did good. And immediately drops you.
As strong as Afira is, and as much power as she has been able to output in the various combats that you have all been on, Nimune is just that much stronger. And you can kind of see why, as soon as Nimune's name was brought up, that Endair's face went pale. There is that, when it comes to Nimune, there is that respect, and there is also a little bit of fear.
Hey, Endair.
Yes.
Roll me. What's your passive perception?
13.
13. Noted.
I am not a wise lass.
Noted.
I'm strong, and I'm sturdy, and I'm smart. I'm not wise.
She kind of, as she drops you, she laughs and she immediately kind of looks to Talion and goes, "Husband, if you would do the honors, I believe this boar is going to be quite a nice feast for all of us." And you watch as she kind of reaches behind her, and you hear kind of a click, and then another click, and she takes off this really nice, almost like fine tanned leather and brass belt with this buckle adorned at the front that shows a helmed warrior of intricate design, and sets it down. And you watch as she kind of just stretches her arms, and you hear the cracking a bit. And she goes, "Oh, feels good to have that off. At times where it is useful, but oh, it is always a pain to put on and keep on."
Does color me curious? Does her like muscular nature decrease when she takes the belt off?
Not necessarily. You just hear more cracking of bone. But you can tell there's... In fact, let's say, roll me an insight. Any of you would
Sure.
be capable.
19.
I don't have my character sheet up. Hold on.
12.
That's a
As
big
10.
1-6.
Belky, Daedalus,
14.
Iapetus, you don't really catch this. As you're kind of just like, still dealing with the aftermath of, hey, wow, this is a time entrance. Salus and Endair, or Ophira, I should say.
Mhm.
There's a slower movement to Nemune. As she kind of just, after taking this off and setting it down, she kind of just sits on this massive chair and goes, "Ah, it is good to have you home, dear child."
She gives a bit of a smile. It's truly good to be back home. I've learned quite a bit at the different schools that I've gone. He
I'm
looks
glad.
towards the group, and I'm happy that I've met so many good people there.
I'm glad to hear, Little Cup. And she kind of just smiles, closing her eyes a bit. Italian, kind of smiling too, goes, "You rest, dear. I'm going to prepare this delicious boar." As he kind of comes up, and you see as he kind of like goes over towards this little desk, he kind of opens it up and pulls out this little pouch, and kind of just, you watch as he smacks the pouch a couple times, like, and eventually goes over to the boar that's still squirming and whatnot, opening the pouch and then breathing into the pouch, and then having what's in the pouch kind of like be kind of blown into this boar, as the boar starts to slowly move more sluggishly and stops moving, but breathing, and goes, "I think I'll need a little help carrying this. Would anyone be so kind as to lug this to the kitchen? Need to prepare a very humane way of preparing the boar."
Sure. Just
Sure.
levitates it again.
Oh, well, fuck, I was... Okay, yeah.
Well, I
pick
mean-
it up. Yeah.
To be fair, like, you can't move it that way. That's just to get a hand underneath it.
Yeah, you can just push it now.
Yeah, Belky's just kind of like grumbling. I was not so strong, but okay, guys.
I don't
And,
know,
like,
I mean,
Gives
like
it a little like push through the air.
actually, you can't do that with levitate.
Oh, you have to actually touch it and hold it.
Yeah, levitate
Okay.
holds it basically in place.
Yeah, she's grumbling because she was going to actually lift the fucker up, show how strong she was. But yeah, she'll push it along, with levitate.
You take this boar into the kitchen as Talion begins to prepare a feast. And I believe here would be a good spot to take a nice little bio break.
sure.
Sounds like a winner.
Yay.
Yeah, indeed.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Now, bathroom.
You go. Hello, Titan. My Kietz is here. Both Kietz is here.
I'm now actually really interested in what a forbidden dowry is.
I imagine the forbidden dowry is the dowry that comes after the "Can I marry them? No. Can I marry them? No. Can I marry them? No. Can I marry them? No, under no circumstances. Dowry."
You know what? Fair.
I'm willing to bet I know why.
Is it because Daedalus is a drow?
I'm willing to bet it's because Daedalus is a drow.
Yeah, that's the interpretation I got.
Huh, Daedalus
I'm
thought it was a wizard thing.
curious.
He didn't read into it.
Mostly just basing it off of what was said before in regards to the stone claws not being familiar with drow being good. Usually.
Well, Zai, you know how drow are seen in Roll With Me.
Yep.
I would love for like Endair Prime to watch this, be like, "Wow, this is mad."
Actually, depending on where we are, he probably has, and he is probably exceedingly pissed off.
Oh boy.
Even what that boy has witnessed, I can believe it.
Because Daenerys Prime has basically access to any timeline where a Daenerys exists.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been watching Saved by the Spell. Question is, has it progressed past the point where Daenerys has left the Tree of Time?
I think the question is also, has he been commenting in chat and sending bits and, donations because fuck it?
Nope.
No? Come on, dude. I know you got them bits to spare.
He has sending, though.
Oh, shit.
He could have messaged any one of you at any time.
That's wild.
Great to know that we have another minor deity that just is like, a phone call away. I'm gonna step away for 1 second.
Tangentially related. In regards to Nimune, I is not scared, but I am so confused. Cause, oh man, if Iapetus was compared to his dad, what does that mean?
You're cute.
Oh my god.
Basically, the way that you were standing, the way that you addressed Nimune, she basically took one look at you and she deemed you cute.
Damn.
I didn't get picked up.
Meanwhile,
What does that say about Belky?
That maybe
I
she was
got
20
a
years
feast.
younger.
Belky
picked
straight
up.
up got told that she will keep her mate warm.
Yes.
Also, I just wanted to explain why I even did that. Daedalus in his head was just like, if you're gonna long cat me, I'm gonna long cat you back.
Mhm.
Wow.
Daedalus is now at the point where it's just like, if I have to like make a display of power, I'm just going to do it and make sure no one gets hurt.
Behold my might.
I mean, if things popped off and people got really angry at us, he would literally just point his finger to the sky and just cast lightning bolt to get everyone's attention.
Apathy just thought it was courteous to introduce herself. And not scrunch down.
Oh, that was absolutely Endair's method. So, what do y'all think about? I'm curious. What do y'all think about Talion and Nimune?
They're so wholesome. They're so cute.
Your mother is very straight to the point.
She is.
I don't know why my mind went to this, but I'm just imagining the two of them in like silence. This is a deep pull. Who watched Earth's Mightiest Heroes by any
Yes.
chance?
Mhm.
You know that scene where like Hulk and Black Panther are on guard duty,
Mm-hmm.
and like Black Panther is just meditating and Hulk's just standing there annoyed, and like 10 seconds of just that, Hulk goes, "Ugh, you talk too much," and walks away. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like an affectionate version of that.
Hmm.
I think that they, at least personality-wise, just from how we've met them so far, I think they play off of each other really well.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Like, it's not that one person is completely soft or the other person is just like completely stone-faced and hard. There's a balance there, but they complement each other.
The height does play into it.
There's also just with Frost choosing to depict Talion being the one to put the boar out of its misery. It also shows that both of them are able to make what could be hard or difficult choices when necessary, so that like Talion isn't afraid to have to take the life of something either.
Mm-hmm. They're both former adventurers. Talion was a bard and Nimue was a ranger.
That makes sense.
Ooh.
I will be right back.
I wonder if that's how you got to Strixhaven.
What's that?
No, just your parents are like, "Oh, I know a place you could get off to," or "We've got connections there from our adventuring life." By the way,
Mhm.
forgive me. I'm currently eating frosted mini wheats.
You're fine. Yeah. Endair went to another school on a different plane of existence first, but then that school basically shut down because the country that school was in went to war, and he basically went to a military academy.
Oh no, no. Endair in a military academy sounds like a bad time.
Wasn't fun.
Organized chaos is not exactly something that jives well with military school.
Mm-hmm. It was a school that basically trained up the various schools of magic, arcane, divine, so on and so forth. Endair was a part of the wizards. He basically went to a wizard school, and he was in like the first year. He didn't get to like the military portion of the training. He ended up meeting his girlfriend, and she was a priestess of a love goddess of the Green Lady. And basically, he would help her with her various spells, because some of her rituals and some of her spells, given that she is a priestess of love, you can't do alone. But eventually, the school went to war. The school shut down, and basically everybody that was from that country got sent off to war. And Endair, not being a part of that country, basically got transferred to Strixhaven.
Were you fighting a shadow war?
Maybe.
A little shadow war.
And here's a little bit of a fun fact with my naming conventions. The original, this is the third or fourth incarnation of Denier that I've played. The first incarnation was a dark elf. His name was Denier Lognir. He was a drow con man. His name is basically Elvish for shadow serpent. Denier is Elvish for shadow. And now, Endair, his tribal name is Little Fast Shadow.
This is all very interesting.
So Talion began life as a bard, but he eventually shifted after Talion and Nimone got married. He shifted into a merchant role, and merchants often have to sail. And that's where we meet Talion in Roll With Me. He's always at sea. Unfortunately, we never see Nimune, and we never see Afira in Roll With Me, because Afira exists in Roll With Me. She is Endair's little sister, or she is Denir's little sister. But this world, Afira was never born.
Okay, so that's where she came from.
She's about 5 years younger than Denir.
I like it.
Oh, I've got so much lore, especially about Nimune, about Talion. I have been giving so much information to Frost. And I adore the fact that Afira basically squared up to Nimune, and Nimune just no-sold the shit out of her. She was trying, Afira was trying to put on a strong face to basically the top hunter in the clan, and she just got no-sold.
I mean, yeah. Listen, even if you know you're about to be no-sold, you still throw the punch.
That was amazing, Frost. Just grabbing Afira by the scruff of the neck, staring at her, and then just throwing her over the shoulder like a sack of potatoes. It was such a good show about just how small of a fish Afira really is in this particular tribe.
Well, it was something that I kind of thought about, considering it was like, I was like, oh, what would be a good way to put this up? And then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, like a kitten being held by the scruff of its neck.
That's immediately what I thought of when you did that.
And it's funny, considering the fact that part of that inspiration happened today, because there was a little kitten I got to see over at Honey's job. That was like only a couple weeks old, and it was adorable.
Are we all back?
Good question. Is everyone back? Oh, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 sec. My headset died. Of course.
I adored the fact that her approval is just how valuable of a mate you'd be.
I dodged a bullet, let me tell you.
I mean, you're all on that chopping block.
You
Yeah, but-
stay that, Salus. There's a crosshair, a sniper scope on you right now.
True, but there are 2 other people in front of me at this juncture.
But yes, let's do a roll call. Vaughn.
Yeah.
CG.
Something All Might quote.
Wiley.
His nips jangle loudly.
God damn it. Bob.
Colon 3.
Krista.
Yes?
Zai. Alrighty. Then I think everyone is back. Alright. We will return back to scene. We say a little bit of time has passed. You all have gotten to sit down, relax. Nemune has been giving a little bit of stories here and there about good hunts, a little bit of family. A dinner was rightly prepared by Italian, and food has been well served. Delicious boar with really good sauce. Like, there is some really good sauce.
Nice.
But beyond that, you all get to have a little bit of time to rest up, relax, and enjoy a bit of peace as you all get to just enjoy the rest of the day, sitting, talking, having good bits of laughter and conversation. And of course, Nemune kind of like does her best, as well as Talion, to make you all feel hospitable. And of course, you kind of just laugh. Endair, your family happily accepts you with just open arms back again, knowing that it's just good to be home. It's just good to be home again. And of course, this meal, this get-together is kind of ended as a bit of Talion kind of just looks to you all and goes, It's good to see that you're all doing well and that your trip has been safe. I'm just glad you're all okay, and most importantly, you're home safe and sound with some good food in your stomachs. I trust the trip wasn't too crazy.
Nah, I mean, I'm sure you've traveled back and forth plenty of times, but that was some wild ride. Also, oh, I don't think I can eat anymore. That was good, man.
I'm just glad we dealt with the sea serpent before we got in the water.
Yeah, same.
As Nemone kind of laughs a bit and goes, "Ah, sea serpents. Good hunt. Though normally you find those out in the deep water."
Apparently, something chased it inland. The stone claws were having a lot of trouble with it. Massive beast. One strike sent them flying. He chuckles a little bit as he motions towards Goldblum's armor. She motions over. After we defeated the beast, they have enough food to last quite a while. They gave him, our shaman, that as a token of their appreciation.
Both your parents nod and just immediately kind of recognize this and go, "Completely understandable."
A look of mischief appears on Afira's eyes as she hops up. Ooh, there is something that I do want to show you. You recall the dragon with the jade scales I sent word about and sent you some of the pieces, yes?
They both answer in unison, "Of course."
She wanders over behind Salus, placing both hands onto his shoulders. Salus, would you kindly show my parents the armor that I made for you to keep you safe and protected?
Just very quietly, ooh, in the background.
Salus pinches his brow.
Don't be shy.
Oh. No, I'll just remember this, that's all. Who's got the booty I do?
And as soon as you say that, she leans forward just a little bit, hands on your shoulders. He do. And I assume that you're returning it to the natural state, correct?
Yeah, I use the passcode of the glamour studded leather, and I return it to the traditional leather that it is associated with, as opposed to the usual Strixhaven-esque uniform that it is in the usual state of.
She playfully grabs you by the hands, pulling you to your feet. And she actually leads you around, gently spinning you in a 360 degree. So her parents can take a good long look at the armor, including the paw print on the ass cheek.
There is a bit of a chuckle coming out of Talion as the mother kind of just Numine kind of just nods approvingly.
Thank you, Salis. I greatly appreciate you.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
The smile is so smug.
I have such plans for you. I have such plans.
Ooh.
Oh, you hear that? Should we be getting a wedding party started soon?
Don't you get started in on this.
Callian
Oh.
is just having a good laugh.
I've been biding my time. You do not want any of this smoke.
Honey, I'm made of fire. I'll take all the smoke you got. And you just see she blows you a little kiss.
There's a deep inhale.
Smoking's bad for you.
There, you see, Sully? Smoking's bad for you. You really shouldn't do that. You also might want to be careful. Your face might stick that way.
Noted. Very much noted.
Pussycat, you gonna flirt with him all night, or you gonna keep us company too?
She chuckles a little bit as she wanders over. I don't know. There's plenty enough of me to go around, depending on which version you want.
Belky will, because I'm assuming they're all sitting down eating like dinner, right? Or having finished eating dinner.
Yeah, having finished.
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
dinner.
Well, he's gonna reach up to your shawl and like pull Endair down to where she's sitting and give her or excuse me, Athira, and give her a kiss on the cheek.
She gives a playful smile, and she returns it. She
They'll
has
just be all
no
happy
problem.
giggly.
She has no problem with. Surprisingly, you think that she would be. That one might think that she'd be more reserved, especially with her parents. She doesn't care.
Ah, so it's like
At-
me and
at
my
the moment.
folks.
Now she doesn't exactly know how they might take it.
Sure.
But who's to say?
Hmm. Clearly a lot of flirting going on in this group of people.
There's a bit of a flirting triangle, except one of the sides is missing.
Oh, but that just makes it fun.
You say that the fourth square is just sitting there.
Yeah. Listen, we can add some more vertices to this whatever design it is. That's easy enough.
The love octagon.
Yeah, exactly.
8 people enter, only one person leaves.
I actually saw a meme about this where I want to join a polycule where I eject the main one.
Only the strong survive, brother.
Everybody else is just still. It's still in the octagon, and they're just tired.
Sure. How does Endair's folks take this nonsense going on?
Dale just leans over to South and just goes, with all the things that we've like normalized that are upsetting, why have you not just gotten used to this?
Yeah, kind of. Like, for real though.
Sal is just going to look to the both of you. Just goes, why should it be normalized again?
We've literally all kissed each other. Every single one of us.
Why would I have a problem with that?
Huh?
Why would I have a problem with that?
Because you're like sulking, Sully.
I'm not sulking.
You're plotting. Okay, well, I look forward to whatever smoke comes my way.
Your funeral.
And then Daedalus will answer you back, but only in a message. If I have to normalize getting my ribs broken, you can handle this.
Damn.
Why is everyone in on me today?
The squeaky
One
wheel.
person's just sipping
squeaky
tea
wheel
quietly,
gets the
just
oil.
minding their business.
Of course, of course. Belky turns to look at the parental units. Just to be clear, right? Like, most folks where we're from are not as weird as all of us. We just are enjoying the college experience. Let's put it that way.
Kind of just laughs again. And of course, there's just a little bit of a... There's, of course, the smile still on their faces.
Mhm.
But... afterwards... Italian kind of looks at all of you and goes... Oh, goodness. I do say, this has been honestly a wonderful time. So, any big plans? My dear? Kind of just looks at all of you smirkingly.
I think... Is it tomorrow? Soon we wanted to go see one of those temples.
No.
Why not?
I want to see the temple, absolutely, but we just got here.
That's why
We got
tomorrow.
We got a whole summer ahead of us. I feel like having a day to just kind of relax on the beach without any fear of anything attacking or anything, you know.
I guess it
plaguing
has literally only been 2 days since we got here, I guess. Fair enough. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Plus, you don't want to disrespect the tribe by just showing up and then leaving. I mean, you haven't even met the chief yet.
I thought your
She's
mom
gonna
was...
be. She's gonna be very interested in meeting you.
Wait, that's not your mom?
Shakes his head no.
Oh shit. Wait, is the chief bigger than your mom?
In the ranking, yes. In size, not so much.
That's still impressive. That's still pretty impressive. I like, for real, that's really impressive.
Mom is, how do you say, the best huntress in the tribe.
That's what it was. He said you were the top dog or like top cat around here for hunting.
I watched that show.
You too?
Yeah,
I get the joke.
not a lot, just like a VHS tape of it.
I may know way too much of it.
What are you referencing? I didn't realize I made a pun.
It's an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon from like the 60s called Top Cat.
Oh, yeah, I know Top Cat. I was just making reference for the wordplay, but yeah, no, I forgot that was a thing. Yeah. I haven't thought of Top Cat in like 20 years.
I'm glad I unlocked core memories on stream.
Right.
Hanna-Barbera content just kind of lives in my brain on repeat.
Fair.
Plus, not to mention, you've only met Shine. I'm sure that Whis and Catch and Bark and Flame would be very interested in meeting all of you.
Sure. Should we like where actually that's before we get to that, where are we sleeping tonight? Because I don't know if we're supposed to impose on your parents or if we need to like build ourselves a tent or something.
Largely, we can sleep wherever we want. I mean, I've slept outside under the trees. I've slept in the trees. I've slept on the roof.
Yeah, okay, but you got to remember we're not actual tabaxi.
I mean, sleeping outside isn't so bad once you get used to it.
And I
I
translate.
mean, it's not like the sun's going to go down and something's going to sneak up on you.
Fair enough, but the only time I've slept outside is when I went on a bender. Something I don't really want to recreate. I'm more of a bed kind of person. Do y'all have beds?
They nod. We have many.
Okay, can I, like, have a makeshift bed in the corner of the room somewhere, if that's not a bother?
They politely nod, and they're just like, "You can all stay here for the night."
Well, thanks. How do you know when it's nighttime around here?
You don't.
Yeah, that's great. What do you use for clocks and things like that?
The sun?
Yeah, how the fuck do you do that? It doesn't go down.
It changes position in the sky.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I hadn't noticed.
Well, we've only been here, what, a couple of hours? And we've been inside a good chunk of it.
Oh, I thought we were here for... I thought they were here for 2 days. Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
right.
At the other tribe, yeah.
Yeah.
You just
yeah.
haven't been looking up at the sun, probably.
No, why the fuck would I stare at the sun? Yeah, no, I hadn't noticed. But yeah, I think after eating all that food, I'm ready to crash. If that's okay. If it's on your guys' timetable.
You see Talion kind of just go, "Oh, by all means, please, all of you, rest, relax."
Then Belky will grab her gear and look for a place to change into some sleepwear and crash on a blanket with a pillow.
By all means, you're able to easily get some stuff set up, and the little makeshift bed is made for you, kind of like a cot style.
Sure.
In
Belky
fact-
might be short, but she is swole.
In fact, you all managed to get some cots procured as Talion kind of is able to pull them out. And
Works
what's
for me.
best about these cots is that they're standing cots, meaning that you're
Yay.
like 1.5 feet, 2 feet off the ground.
I'm not worried about the ground being cold.
Or the bed.
Would anyone be staying up in the within the party at all? Because I feel like Iapetus would probably be up for a little bit because she wants to see more of her friend's home. That whole restless sleep when you have a field trip.
Mm-hmm.
Endair would probably stay up for a little while, depending on who wants to sleep and who doesn't, given that he's just tinkering with this and that, and he's basically picked himself like a small section of the hut. You imagine that this is probably where he slept a lot, as he's kind of shifting things around, moving things, looking like he's trying to get everything comfortable.
So, Salus is actually going to take your advice on something in Dare, or Fear at this moment. And he's actually going to walk outside. And he's going to find a spot under one of the trees near the beach.
And since Daedalus has to be awake for another 4 hours, he'll just follow them and just make sure nothing happens. He'll just post up on the tree behind him.
I'll complete the look. I'll find like a cowboy hat and just put it over my face.
I mean, I'll meet you. I'll get a piece of wheat and just stand there with my arms crossed against the tree.
Why don't you get Goldblum out there and get all the gray boys out there?
He could be the tree.
He could be the tree, yes.
Actually, curious, cute question.
Mm-hmm.
Given the conversation, does it seem like Iapetus would be able to, like, if she was outside,
not scare anyone if she like went to sleep somewhere and curled up as Pupper? Or would she terrify some tribesfolk?
I don't know if they've ever seen a wolf before.
Yeah, wolves would not do well down here, I don't think.
With a double coat, they'd be cool enough. So a double coat works both as an insulator as well as a cooling factor, because all that fur traps the air in there, so the heat has to pass through it. That's why you never shave double-coated dogs. You can really fuck them up.
If you were to kind of do that, you might want to like lay down like with the rest of the group, or find someplace hidden, because you don't know. You know that they hunt animals. You don't know if they might hunt dogs.
Got it.
And it's a
So
dog-eat-dog
then-
world out there.
No, it's a cat eat dog
So
world.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
she won't do any of that shifting. Then she'll just like find a little comfy spot to hole up. And kind of like stare out at the sea.
By all means. By all means. You get your rest, you get your little bit of peace and quiet. It's honestly a beautiful time as you're just taking in all this little tidbits, this peace. The sun's still up, the wind blowing through the trees. Feels nice. Like a breath of fresh air is just filling your lungs, and you can honestly just feel at peace. And you know what? It's great. No problems. Just a bit of happiness, a bit of quiet.
Oh, it's so
You're still-
comfy, even the DM is nodding off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had that kind of in my system. It's out, but still, it's good. I will say that I think this would probably be a good time to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
If that's all right with
Hooray!
all of you.
Gives me time to plot.
Yes.
Careful, that plot might backfire on you.
Oh, I don't. See, here's the thing. I already expect that with you. I have a new target. War were declared.
Yeah, except if you flirt with Belky, or something of the sort. Yeah.
Flirting. No.
I mean, war were declared. So, partner, you best buckle up. It's gonna be awful warm south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, and I cannot stress this
Oh.
partner. Yeah, how?
Let's go! Alright.
So who would like to start us off with our outros?
I went first last time.
Oh, I'll go first.
Alright.
I'm Bob. I played Endair / Afira. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, so on and so forth. Shadow Dancer Bob. Maelstrom tomorrow. Have fun. Zygo.
Why, hello there. I'm Zyme. Some call me Zy. I play Diapetus. You can catch me on Twitch and Instagram at ZymySite, and everywhere else at Zymy or Zyminess. Wiley, you.
You can find me at Wiley is Willy on Twitch. I play randomizers and games that I plan on playing as randomizers. You can find me on Farting Touch channel every other Tuesday for Rascals and Ravnica. Every Friday night into Saturday mornings for probably more randomizers, followed by whatever I'm working on. Every other Sunday I do co-op with HelixX. And my music's on YouTube. I got a Ko-Fi and Blue Sky at Wiley Willy.
Go
Commissions are
commission
open.
him.
Yes, commission me. And since you spoke up, why don't you go next?
Oh,
Questa?
fuck. No, not me. I do not perceive me. No! Shit. Fuck. Alright. Hi, I'm Krista, also known as Spoiled Chestnut. I've been playing Belky Karst, the one squealing over the cute kibbies and also causing mischief and mayhem. I don't do social media so much anymore. I don't stream anymore. I am pretty much just here every other Saturday, as well as sometimes on Candlekeep, which I gotta figure out when my next game is. But I am a figment of your imagination, a mass hallucination. I do not exist. Goodbye, husband. Go.
Hello, Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Find me here every other Saturday for this lovely campaign. You can also find me tomorrow at twitch.tv/PartonsArt, where we are finishing up the Cryptic Tales from Pikmin's Manor one-shot, or two-shot, I should say. Double tap. Always double tap. You can also find me on Farting Tart's channel every other Tuesday for previously mentioned Rascals and Ravnica, and of course over for Candlekeep Mysteries whenever I am part of that. But that's all for me. Vaughn, take it away.
Did CG go?
No,
CG?
CG hasn't gone.
No, CG, you can't escape.
I wasn't planning on it. Just waiting my turn. Hello, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media. You can find me on basically everything that J Frost just mentioned, and everything that Krista mentioned, and everything that everyone mentioned. I get around, but mostly with the same people. Who else has not gone?
Boy, howdy, does he get around? Ooh woo.
I say, does I get a chance?
Yeah, you're last.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Hey, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Blue Sky and YouTube at BurnoutVaughn, and over on Patreon at Burnout's Bar. I don't know if we're going to have a stream tomorrow. I will figure it out sometime. Just keep an eye on my Blue Sky. But I do know that the only planned stream that I have in my head is No Love War Extra. We're hopefully finishing up Of the Devil. But now, we're going to raid a friend of the channel, and Mr. Brawl Kaiser. So let's figure out a raid message.
The nips jangle.
The nips jangle.
All right. I might just make that the episode title.
No! No!
All right. But thank you all for coming out. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. We love you. Bye-bye.
Why?
Adios.
Bye.